Well, awesome. You ready to get some One Piece?
Oh, definitely.
So we got One Piece 1099, which crazy to think we're about to hit 1100 episodes of this show.
I remember when 1000 was like the big thing, and
Oh,
we're already at like 1100.
I know it feels like it was like a couple months ago too, with like how
Yeah.
fast time has flown by. But for
Yeah.
this episode, we got preparations for interception. Rob Lucci strikes. So Pythagoras gives Rob Lucci and CP0 orders to drop off S Bear and get the hell out of Egghead. But Lucci's got some other plans. Also, Luffy agrees to help Vegapunk escape from CP0's clutches and the world government. So we picked up right where the last episode ended. We've got CP0 facing off against some sea beasts. They already took down one, and there's 4 remaining. Pythagoras asked him to leave. Lucci said, "Yeah, dog, I got you. We'll get out of here." Before using S Bear's Paw fruit ability and heading straight to Egghead and abandoning ship for this thing to get absolutely leveled by some sea beasts. And after we talked last week with the guys, the sea beasts definitely looked like Kid and Chopper, like 100%.
Yeah, you can see it.
I think Oda's just throwing some Easter eggs in there for us. But after that, Luffy's team and Vegapunk noticed a pretty big explosion off in the horizon, and Luffy thought it was in town, but Vegapunk explains it was in the harbor, and it must have been CP0 up to something. And Luffy was kind of surprised that CP0 was a thing. He's like, "Do you mean CP9?" And Vegapunk basically came and was like, "Nah, dog, these are the big dogs who conveniently are almost all of the CP9 guys in white suits now." But
Yeah, they got me with that. Well, when they first, was it Dressrosa we found out about CP0? So,
yeah,
because, oh, sorry, I keep cutting you off.
no, go for it, dude.
I was saying, because an AS lobby happened, like CP9's so secret, no one knows about him. And then we got that bomb ass arc. All the fights were awesome. And I thought they were the highest authority. And they're like, oh, yeah, there's a 0 now. I'm like, what?
But it makes you wonder, does it go CP9 and then CP0, or is there a CP8 through 1 we've just never heard of, and these guys just skip through the ranks?
I feel like CP1 just like all they do is like they're like the crossing guards at parades. They don't really do much.
They're the guy in front of an elementary school with the sign making sure the celestial
Yep.
dragons get across the road.
Probably what they do, man.
Uh, but we learned that CP0 works directly for the celestial dragons, so they're the top dogs. Vegapunk tells them that they've got to meet him up in the Labio phase and to take the vacuum rocket. And this has Luffy really hyped, but with seeing all the tubes in the background of Egghead, I'm 90% sure the vacuum rocket, in quotes, is literally just a mail tube. Like the tube you see at the bank where you put your check in and it goes up through there. Kids won't understand that these days because I don't think people go to banks anymore. But that shit was so cool when I was a kid.
Yeah, no, it's literally you just get in there and it sucks you right in, like in Futurama.
Yeah, it's like the transport tubes of Futurama. But Luffy is really hyped for this, and I can't really blame him.
Yeah, like because it's it's basically just technology island. I get it why they're so excited.
Yeah, and speaking of excited, Kaku's first impressions of Egghead were awesome. He was fired up.
Oh, it was like he brought a kid to Disney World. He was so excited.
I love the way that Oda makes all like the guys in One Piece like just super fanboys when it comes to robots and like technology and stuff. I think it's so funny.
And all the women are just deadpan like, what's that?
But after that, we get Shaka gives the order to evacuate the civilians on the island and release the Seraphim. And I know it's the second time we've seen S Hawk, S Snake, and S Shark, but like, how do you feel about their designs? Like, I think they're pretty sweet.
I think they're pretty fire. They're like dark angels. It's cool.
And like, did you notice? Like, I forgot about how big Yoru actually is, Mihawk's sword, and like looking at that on the back of like a mini Mihawk is just so funny to me. It's like twice as tall as him.
Yeah, he knows how to use it too. My God.
Yeah, no, he's a beast. But I did want to ask, because you are the One Piece lore expert in my life. Do you have any idea why the Seraphim have stars for eyes? Is that so they can shoot laser beams?
Stars for eyes. Well, one, they were in Oshinoko. Two, it could be because it's, what is it? Is it Lunarian DNA? Is that what he's mixing? It could be just all the mixture of different races
Maybe.
and genetics that's causing that to happen.
Could
Because
be.
I can't think of another. I'd have to really think about it. Do any other characters in One Piece have stars for eyes?
No, that's it. And I mean, like, I know Mihawk's got some funny eyes, and there's plenty of
Yeah.
people with like interesting eyes in One Piece, but I haven't seen stars.
Yeah.
So that has me interested.
Yeah, like there's the third eye tribe, but
Yeah.
that's just a third eye.
No, I wasn't sure if you'd know. And I mean, that's the thing too, is like if they explained it and I haven't caught up. I'm not caught up on the manga right now. So like, I'm like, I don't know if they've talked about this, but hopefully
They have not. They haven't
Okay.
covered it.
It's just
What we
gotta
have
be
in the
a-
manga is incredible. I'm not going to say what, but I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see it animated. That's all I'm going
Oh.
to say.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I mean, I've seen spoilers, obviously, and I think I'm probably like a month behind, but I'm very excited.
Oh, it's good.
Well, back to where we are on the show. The hologram dragon is back, and he has 4 eyes, so that's fucking sick. And Kaku's really fired up. He's calling it a space kaiju, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude, let's go.
I wish Tyler was on this episode
Dude,
for that.
Kaku's just one of the boys, man. That's it. Kaku is just one of the boys, and he's a giraffe.
I wish Toei had done this and they're like, it's kaiju number 8. I would have lost it.
That would have been great. But you know who isn't one of the boys? And that's Lucci, because he is just deadpan this whole time, dude.
Yeah, Lucci's a fun sucker.
And one thing I noticed too is Stussy, or they were calling her Stucci, but that's just
Stussy, Stussy.
Stussy.
Yeah, whatever.
But she seems to know a lot about Egghead, so I'm excited to see where that goes. Maybe there's some
Yeah.
there's some hidden connections there that we're definitely not going to talk about. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, she I don't know if anybody caught the line. She said it brings a lot of memories back.
Yeah, it's nostalgic.
And then they did not say anything further. There was no follow-up there. So
I guess we're gonna find out. And after that, Kaku's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go up to the next phase and see what's going on." And I'm just laughing because Stussy is just sitting there with like a shit-eating grin on her face. I think she doesn't like Kaku,
clearly.
and she's just sitting there like, "Oh, he might not want to do that." And he just gets up to like this level and just gets blasted by laser beams and falls out of the sky. That had me laughing pretty good.
And then it was great. It was like, why didn't you tell me before? She's like, eh. It's just like, didn't care.
But after all that, Lucci's still cold as fuck. Atlas shows up and she takes the Six King pistol straight to the dome, dude. Like, Lucci is heartless.
It was in the eye socket.
Yeah, and you like saw her head like looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, it was just like bouncing around inside that robotic skull of hers.
Yeah, I don't know why she thought she could take them on. I was like, come on, you have to know the situation here.
Yeah, like, I feel like you got it. If you're Vegapunk and you have access to Vegapunk's memories and you have Shaka sitting there in your ear like, they're going to kick your ass, get out of there, I feel like you'd pull back. But she is Vegapunk's violent side. Yeah. And ain't nobody can be more violent than Atlas. You know, that's just not okay.
Yeah, I think emotion overrode logic in that situation.
Definitely. But Atlas gets pretty boxed up. Luffy and gang are running through the town looking for the vacuum tube when they come across this. And Luffy is pretty pissed pretty quick. You know, if we know one thing about Luffy, you don't fuck with people who give him food.
Yep. Rob Lucci about to find out real quick.
Yeah, and I think the most interesting thing from the end of this episode was that we learned that since Luffy is a Yonko, Lucci can't just like attack him like without orders. So good to see my boy getting some respect from the big dogs.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I saw that. I was like, "Oh, you have to get permission to take on a Yonko?" And
Yeah.
then I sat there and thought about it. I was like, it kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, thanks to our friend the newspaper, the
Big News Morgans.
yeah the albatross fruit guy, like Big News Morgan's like Luffy seems a lot more badass than he actually. I mean, Luffy's a badass, but Big News Morgan's been really helping him out with that. I mean, yeah, he's got the Grand Fleet, but they're not like assembled or anything like that. But
Yeah, they're just doing their own thing around the world.
But the episode ends up with Luffy getting ready to square off with Lucci, and Lucci looks pretty excited about it because if Luffy throws the first punch, he doesn't have to wait for orders.
That is true, and I'm excited. I think this is a love letter to all the original fans, and Lucci and Luffy fought in the anime back in 2007. This was 17 years ago when this fight started.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. Like, I love the fact that Oda is bringing back a lot of the older characters and roping them back in, and
The story, yeah.
they've gotten stronger. Obviously, we haven't seen how strong Lucci's gotten in the anime yet, but I'm assuming we're going to see some pretty cool shit coming up.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I did see a joke like Lucci thinking he's got to fight as a gear second with no hockey again. I was like, yeah, no. Things have changed.
And Luffy's gonna show up as the literal sun god.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like Lucci's got to be in the know. I mean, he's CP0, so he's got to be in the know. And how would you not have seen Luffy's latest wanted poster with him having like the white getup and the white hair and clouds and everything else? Like, I feel like it's pretty obvious he had a good power up there.
Yeah, I feel like Lucci would be aware, but I think he's dying to have that rematch again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's probably like the one person he's lost to.
Yeah, I think it was I don't think he had ever lost before that.
No, he's been a child soldier since birth. Like, he's just stacked.
Yeah, and I don't know if like someone at Toei plans these episodes out like so far in advance, but we're literally getting Luffy versus Lucci at 1100. Seems like it's pretty well planned.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for that episode.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, that's going to be awesome. And I mean, that's not going to be one episode either. Like, that's going to be a few. Like, that fight went on for a while in the manga. So I'm very excited for that. But you got to.
Toei, if you hear me, you have the okay to add in anime filler to the fight. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Please do. Actually, like, cut out the reaction shots. Add more boxing. Nobody's going to blink an eye.
Mm-hmm.
But awesome. You got anything else for One Piece?
I think that's everything for me.